10 non-obvious reasons that prevent you from losing weight. You've given up sodas and fast food, try to eat healthy and go to the gym regularly. But the numbers on the scale do not even think to reduce. But don't give up, perhaps you are prevented from getting rid of extra pounds by circumstances or habits that you did not think about or simply did not pay attention. Some of these things are modifiable and some, unfortunately, are not. Taking prescription medications. If you take antidepressants, oral contraceptives, medications for epilepsy, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, migraines, or diabetes, they may be to blame for the fact that there's no way you're losing weight. Some allergy medications and beta blockers, drugs prescribed for heart problems, have the same effect. It is important to remember that prescription medications should never be stopped abruptly. Talk to your doctor and he or she may be able to suggest alternative treatments that will not interfere with your weight loss. Diseases. Some diseases can also cause you to gain pounds rather than lose weight. For example, decreased thyroid function, polycystic ovaries, Cushing's syndrome, diabetes, hormonal disorders, sleep apnea, bulimia. Menopause. The drop in production of female sex hormones leads not only to hot flashes, brittle bones and mood swings, but also to weight gain. Metabolism slows down and fat stores begin to be deposited mainly around the waist. Lack of sleep. One of the easiest things you can do to help yourself lose weight is to get at least 7 hours of sleep at night. If you sleep less than that, it leads to a whole cascade of problems: slower metabolism, increased levels of the stress hormone cortisol, higher blood sugar levels and decreased tissue sensitivity to the hormone insulin. All of this leads to increased appetite and fat deposits. You are an owl. Studies show that early rising larks weigh less, on average, than late waking owls. This may be because morning light helps synchronize the body's internal biological rhythms with the natural rhythms of day and night. This promotes regular sleep patterns and a well-functioning metabolism. Vitamin D, which helps burn fat, should not be forgotten either. It is best produced in the morning sunlight. You often fly around the world. Frequent change of time zones leads to jet lag, a failure of the body's internal biological clock. Among other things, it affects the intestinal microbiome, the community of microorganisms that inhabit the digestive tract, which leads to weight gain. You are not supported by your environment. If your friends regularly call you to have a beer with them instead of going to the gym, it will be much harder for you to lose weight. Stress. When you're stressed out, levels of the hormone cortisol rise, which increases appetite and leads to emotional overeating, where stress makes you want to snack on fatty, sweet, calorie-laden foods. Stress is best relieved through exercise. Late dinners. When you eat shortly before bedtime, it is harder for the body to burn calories, so the interval between dinner and going to bed should be at least 3 hours. You do not eat breakfast. When your first meal of the day regularly happens close to noon, you're probably already so hungry that you may overeat. A protein and fiber-rich breakfast eaten about an hour after you wake up will help you stay full longer and eat less in the afternoon. Scientists from the University of Chicago have explained how to lose excess weight without stress, dieting or exercise. 1/3 of all people on the planet dreams of losing weight. Numerous studies confirm that 1 in 3 people are obese. Even if weight loss is achieved, sometimes it can come back to its owner with a few extra pounds. The fact that people are overweight is nothing new. In ancient times, man was also concerned about weight loss and looked for ways to reduce excess weight. Avicenna, Hippocrates and many other ancient doctors were concerned about obesity. Movement, sleep, and food restriction were the same methods that modern nutritionists advocate for losing excess weight. Seneca said that by being content with little, the stomach would be set free. Scientists and nutritionists of today have developed many different diets that promote weight loss. According to doctors' recommendations, depending on the load, men need from 2,100 to 3,700 kcal/day, and women 1,700 to 2,800 kilocalories/day. However, not everyone can adhere to weight loss guidelines, follow a strict diet and engage in regular fitness activities. Researchers from the University of Illinois at Chicago, USA, who wanted to help those who want to lose excess weight without stressing themselves or undergoing grueling workouts and diets, revealed their method. Most of them believe that it is important to be able to count calories and not overdo it. During the study, which involved 77 people suffering from obesity, the effectiveness of this method was proved. The authors formed 3 groups. The first was to count calories. The second group was offered interval fasting. The third led an unrestricted lifestyle, without dieting or calorie counting. This 12-month study showed that those who counted calories lost more weight. Researchers reported in the Annals of Internal Medicine that they lost an average of 5.5 pounds more weight than the people with interval fasting.